Planning an international trip shouldn't feel like a full-time job, but for most people it does.
Flights, hotels, activities, transportation, it's a lot, and it usually ends up feeling really overwhelming.
Yeah, so in this video, we're going to show you the exact step-by-step system that we use to plan our 3 to 7 day international trips with zero guesswork.
Yeah, and if you want to follow this exact system, we built a free Zero Guesswork Travel Planner. You can download it in the description below and just follow along as we go through it.
Yeah, this is the same version that we use for all of our trips, and honestly, it'll get you about 90% of the way there on your own.
Hey guys,
Hey.
We're Chris and Rhea from Blessed to Travel, and we help couples plan trips that actually feel simple, not overwhelming.
Yeah, because the truth is that travel planning isn't hard because it's complicated. That's what most people think it is. It's not that. It's hard because people are making the decisions in the wrong order.
Yeah, so today we're going to walk you through the exact framework we use for our entire trip.
Our entire trip. It's going to be pretty awesome. We're excited for you guys to see this. And if you want to use it yourself, you can download the free planner below in the description. Obviously, it walks you through step by step exactly what we're going to do today, and it'll show you everything.
Yeah, so over time we've actually added a few more details for our own version, but this version that we're about to show you guys today is the exact starting point we use every time. Step 1. Type of trip. So the first thing we do is actually not pick a destination, we pick the type of trip we want to go on.
Yeah, so for example, our Brazil and Peru trip, we're deciding up front that we want this trip to be experience heavy. So like bucket list trip. We are not going on a relaxing beach trip.
So instead of prioritizing beach time like Ipanema Beach or Copacabana, we're going to be focusing more on the big ticket items, the Christ the Redeemer, Sugarloaf Mountain, the Iguazu Falls, Machu Picchu. And that decision is going to shape your entire trip.
Yeah. Step number 2 is going to be the budget tier. I love this one. So you're going to pick a lane whether you want low, medium, or high.
Let's take our Brazil trip for example. Let's go Rio. We're going mid-range.
Yeah, so that means a solid hotel with a safe area, not luxury or beachfront pricing, just a mix of paid experiences and free exploring.
So this one decision, guys, is going to keep you from second guessing everything on your trip. In the more detailed version I mentioned earlier that we built for ourselves, we break this down a little further by category and even per day, which it just makes it a little bit easier to stay on track.
Yeah, but even just doing this one step alone gives you a ton of clarity.
Step number 3, flights. So now we check flights, and this step matters more than people think. For example, Brazil, you might notice pretty quickly the cheaper flight has a terrible arrival time.
We'd land late, be exhausted, and lose basically half of our full day because we'd have to get to our hotel, unpack everything, and by that time, it's already past lunchtime and your day's almost over. So instead, we'll choose a slightly more expensive flight that arrives earlier because that will make the trip much easier. So step 4, how many places?
So this is where most people either overdo it or they don't plan it intentionally enough.
Yeah, so for Peru, we're planning on including Cusco, Sacred Valley, Machu Picchu, and Rainbow Mountain.
Oh, I'm excited. So yes, this will be a more ambitious trip, guys.
But the difference is we're going to structure it so that it feels smooth.
So here's how we're going to make this happen. We'll base ourselves in Ollantaytambo. We'll group things geographically, and we'll kind of space out those high energy days, especially with the high altitude in mind, because some of those mountains are tall.
Yeah, so instead of feeling super chaotic, we should feel at a nice flow state.
So the thing is, you don't have to do less, you just have to make sure you're doing it in the right order.
Exactly.
Step 5, top experiences. All right, guys, now we are asking what are the top 3 to 5 things that will make this trip worth it.
Yeah, so for us, our top experiences are going to be Christ the Redeemer, obviously, Sugarloaf at sunset, exploring Santa Teresa, viewpoints, and that's about it.
We're not trying to do everything, and that's what will make the trip so much better. Then from there, this is where we start mapping out our days, just as a simple structure so nothing feels overwhelming.
And in the more advanced version that we built, there's a day-to-day layout and it has timing in there, so that you don't have to think through it as much as you do with the other one.
but this simple version works really well as a starting point.
Step number 6, what we are skipping. So this step is pretty underrated, but super needed.
So for example, back to Peru, we're gonna make a conscious decision here, guys. We're not adding an extra day trip every day.
Because of this, the altitude is real. Travel takes time, and we don't want to be super exhausted, right? That decision will protect the experience of the whole trip.
Step 7, choose your base location, guys. This is where everything connects.
Yeah, and this is where most people make the big mistake, right? They book the hotel first before they know what they actually want to be doing.
Done that before. So in Rio, most of what we want to do is around Copacabana, Ipanema, and those central viewpoints that are just to die for.
We're gonna stay in that area, not because of the hotel itself, right? But because everything around there will be easier to travel to.
Yeah, so for example, let's go back to Peru again. Most people stay in Cusco, but since we're going to Machu Picchu, we'll stay in Ollantaytambo instead.
Exactly. So we'll cut our travel time in half, making our mornings easier and just reducing the stress overall.
So in the more detailed version, we've actually organized this by area and activity, so you can quickly see what location makes the most sense based on the things that you guys want to do.
Exactly. But even just thinking through it in this way will save you so much time and stress in the planning.
Key point here, guys, is your hotel does not determine your trip.
Your location does. Step 8. So now that you know your location, you can pick your hotel.
All right, let's take Rio, for example. Once we decide on Copacabana or Ipanema, we'll look for safe areas, walkability, good reviews. Guys, forums like Reddit, Facebook groups are really good resources for this. Also, good reviews, and make sure that price is within your budget.
Yeah, that makes the decision way easier because you're not choosing from the entire city anymore. You're choosing from a little location.
And this brings us to step 9.
Yep.
Plan for energy. Guys, this is where people mess up.
For example, so in Peru, we're not going to schedule anything that's intense right when we arrive because of the altitude, right? It's a lot.
So we'll give ourselves time to adjust first, then plan bigger days like Machu Picchu and Rainbow Mountain after. And that in itself will make a huge difference.
All right, step number 10 is the transportation. So we'll figure out exactly how we're getting around.
So for example, because we're staying in Ollantaytambo, getting to Machu Picchu will be significantly easier than if we were staying in Cusco still.
Yeah, so less commuting, right? Less stress, and overall more time enjoying the experience.
And that's what this is all about, you guys. Us helping you optimize your trip so you can enjoy the parts of travel that you really love. Step 11, simple daily plan. We keep it simple.
Yep, so in Rio, each day will basically be, right, one main thing and one flexible option.
So instead of rushing around with a chicken with its head cut off, we'll actually enjoy the experience.
Yeah. And again, in the more detailed version, we've laid out a bit more exactly step by step for you, but this structure alone is really all you need to get started. All right, and step number 12 is going to be a booking in order. So for example, we always book our flights first because everything depends on the experience.
Then the major experiences, and then the hotel.
Exactly. That keeps you organized and clean throughout the whole process.
All right, guys, this brings us to our last step. We've made it. Step 13. Keep everything in one place. This is why we created the travel planner for you guys. This is where everything clicks.
Exactly. So everything lives in one place. All of your flights, all of your hotels, your plans, your confirmations, everything.
No tabs, no chaos, no forgetting things.
Yep. And this is exactly how we plan every one of our trips.
Yeah, this is the same structure that's inside the free planner. So it's simplified so any of you guys could use it.
Exactly.
Okay, I think a quick recap's in order, guys.
Yep.
Step number 1, pick the type of trip you want to go on.
Number 2, you want to pick the budget tier.
3, flights.
Exactly. 4 is the number of places.
5, you're going to pick those top 3 to 5 experiences.
Number 6, you're going to pick the skip list.
Yeah. Number 7, base location.
Number 8, the hotel.
Number 9, plan for energy.
Number 10, you want to know your transportation.
Number 11, organize your daily plan.
Exactly. Number 12 is book in order.
And number 13, keep everything organized. Guys, if you want to follow this exact process, the free version of this planner is linked below. It's what we recommend starting with.
And if you're someone who wants just a little bit more, everything more detailed, more laid out, way easier for yourself, you can grab it in the link below. We have our more detailed step-by-step version in planning the budgets, the day-by-day, the structure. Everything is more simply laid out and easier for you in the second one that you can download below.
Yeah, so either way, this gets you planning your trip with zero guesswork.
And we are so excited to share more and more with you and for you to start planning your own trips.
If planning trips has ever felt overwhelming, it's not because you can't do it.
Exactly. You just don't have a system yet.
And now you do.
And now you do. We're so excited to give you this resource that we made so you can go ahead and download the planner below and use it. Use it for all your trips.
It's the exact framework we use every time we travel.
It's foolproof. We've used it. We know it works, so we know it'll work for you as well. And if you end up wanting a little bit more, again, here's that structure, right? That base foundation for everything you need to know, making it way easier for yourself. That second download that we have in the link below.
Yeah, and if you want more videos that make travel simple, subscribe to Blessed to Travel. And if you guys didn't catch our story about how this whole crazy journey started, make sure to watch the next video here.
So excited to see you guys in the next video, and we hope you guys have a blessed time traveling.
We'll see you in the next one.